Day 14. The Queen of Heaven in the kingdom of the divine will arrives at the temple, her dwelling, and makes herself model for souls consecrated to the Lord. The soul to the celestial Queen, model for souls. Celestial Mamma, I, your poor daughter, feel the irresistible need to be with you, to follow your steps, to see your actions in order to copy them, to make of them my model and keep them as guide of my life. I feel so much need of being guided, because by myself I can do nothing, but with my Mamma, who loves me so much, I will be able to do everything, and will be able to do also the divine will. Lesson of the Celestial Queen, Modeler of Souls. My daughter, it is my ardent desire to let you be spectator of my actions, so that you may be enamored and may imitate your Mamma. Therefore, place your hand into mine. I will feel happier to have my daughter together with me. Now, pay attention to me and listen to me. I left the house of Nazareth accompanied by my holy parents. Upon leaving it, I wanted to give one last glance to that little house in which I was born, to thank my Creator for having given me a place in which to be born, and to leave it in the divine will, so that my childhood and so many dear memories, since being full of reason, I comprehended everything, might all be kept in the divine will and deposited in it as pledges of my love toward He who had created me. My daughter, thanking the Lord and placing our acts into His hands as pledges of our love, causes new channels of graces and communications to be opened between God and the soul, and it is the most beautiful homage that one can render to the one who loves us so much. Therefore, learn from me to thank the Lord for all that He disposes for you, and in anything you are about to do, may your word be, "Thank you, O Lord, I place everything in your hands." Now, while I left everything in the divine fiat, since it reigned in me and never left me for one instant of my life, I carried it as though in triumph within my little soul. And oh, prodigies of the divine will! With its preserving virtue, it maintained the order of all my acts, small and great, as though in act within me, in its triumph and mine. So I never lost the memory of a single act of mine, and this gave me so much glory and honor that I felt queen, because each of my acts done in the divine will was more than sun, and I was studded with light, with happiness, with joy. It brought me its paradise. My daughter, to live of divine will should be the desire, the yearning, and almost the passion of all. So great is the beauty that one acquires and the good that one feels. The complete opposite for the human will. It has the virtue of embittering the poor creature. It oppresses her, it forms the night, and she gropes her way, always staggering in good, and many times she loses the memory of the little good she has done. Now, my daughter, I departed from my paternal house with courage and detachment, because I looked only at the divine will, in which I kept my heart fixed, and this was enough for me in everything. But while I was walking to go to the temple, I looked at all creation, and, oh, marvel! I felt the heartbeat of the divine will in the sun, in the wind, in the stars, in the heavens, even under my steps I felt it palpitating, and the divine fiat that reigned in me commanded all creation which concealed it like a veil, to all bow and pay to me the honor of queen. And all bowed, giving me signs of subjection. Even the tiny little flower of the field did not spare itself from giving me its little homage. I put everything in feast, and when, out of necessity, I would go out of the house, the creation would place itself in the act of giving me signs of honor, and I was forced to command them to remain in their place and to follow the order of our Creator. Now, listen to your mamma. Tell me, do you feel in your heart joy, peace, detachment from everything and from everyone, and the courage that you can do anything in order to fulfill the divine will in such a way as to feel continuous feast within yourself? My daughter, peace, detachment, courage form the empty space in the soul in which the divine will can take its place, and it being untouchable by any pain, brings perennial feast into the creature. Therefore, courage, my daughter. Tell me that you want to live of divine will, and your mamma will take care of everything. Now, tomorrow I will wait for you to tell you of the way I conducted myself in the temple. The soul. My mamma, your lessons enrapture me and descend deep into my heart. Oh, please, you who so much love for your daughter to live of divine will, with your empire, empty me of everything. Infuse in me the necessary courage to make me give death to my will, and I, trusting in you, will say to you, I want to live of divine will. Little sacrifice. Today, to honor me, you will give me all your acts as a pledge of love for me, saying to me each time, I love you, my mamma, and I will deposit them in the divine will. Prayer. Celestial Mamma, empty me of everything to hide me in the will of God.